Now you've sold or purchased a business, or you're a continuing owner. Craig, Barry, can you touch on some of the issues that those ongoing owners, continuing owners or sellers might be facing?
As a continuing owner, I guess immediately after the transaction, it's about forming a relationship with those new owners and understanding how your business is going to be moving into the future with those people working beside you. Sometimes those continuing owners might be working through a transition period where, for example, they've been asked to stay on for 12 or 24 months or however long to help transition relationships. Sometimes it's part of a strategic sell down to the other owners where that continuing person might be sticking around indefinitely. So depending on the variables in the relationship, it may well be that you've got much younger owners coming in to work with older owners who are continuing on, whereas in other circumstances you might have people all of a certain generation who are maybe a bit more closely aligned. We find that doing an alignment exercise can be useful, particularly where maybe you have a number of people now sitting around the table who maybe haven't worked closely together in the past, even though they might have come from the same business, maybe they've come from different segments or something like that. So we suggest that maybe an alignment exercise, which is really about understanding what each person expects from the business over a period of time and what they're prepared to put into the business, are somewhat on the same page, can help at least identify when maybe there's some misalignment and work out strategies on how to sort those out.
Yeah, so a lot of things to consider. And Craig, Hong, is there anything you'd add around some of those issues from a legal perspective?
Look, hopefully this has happened a little bit as part of the transaction, but it really is about everyone's expectations going forward here is what we're talking about. So it is, Craig was talking about alignment. So hopefully you have gone through a process of making sure that everyone is, I guess, paddling in the same direction and is going to continue paddling in the same direction. So you have aligned all of those expectations as to what is going to happen in the future, because divergent expectations, someone might have purchased this thing with a view to maximising the profit in the next 5 years and getting out, whereas someone else might have bought it with a view to working in it for the next 20 years and passing it on to their children. So that's obviously going to have two very competing expectations. So you really need to make sure that, I guess, everyone's expectations either are aligned, or if they're not aligned, how are we going to deal with the differences?